So now for the exciting part, getting your signature system in front of your dream clients. When you know where your ideal clients hang out, marketing becomes so much easier. So let me show you how to choose the perfect channels that are going to have your ideal clients excited to work with you. So let's make marketing simple yet strategic. So here's a framework I want to give you as you're kind of thinking about this. The first thing is really understanding where your people are. So when you're thinking about this, you want to know what social platforms they prefer, groups that they've joined, influencers that they follow, content that they consume, and then times that they're most active. So those are kind of the things you, again, like when you're looking at your marketing channels, looking at that, you also want to consider those primary channels. So, is it Instagram? And Instagram typically really attracts the visual learners or the ones that are kind of like on a lifestyle focus. They're very visual, and LinkedIn attracts, I'm sorry, Instagram attracts a lot of those types of people. For LinkedIn, it's more of professional development. So like that B2B, business to business people, you see a lot of those types of followers in those particular channels, or clients, ideal clients in those particular channels. Maybe they're in Facebook groups. So you've got those community builder groups. So kind of looking in those groups, doing your research, you really need to do a little bit of research here to kind of find your people, find out where they're hanging at. Are they on Instagram? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Facebook? Are they on YouTube? So, on YouTube, these particular learners are ones that like that in-depth content. They like tutorials. They like to really connect through that way. And that's their learning modality that they really like to be able to do that. Are they on TikTok? Maybe they like quick tips. Maybe they like behind the scenes, video footage type of thing. Maybe they're on Pinterest. Maybe they're planning and they're inspiration seekers. So they always like they're the type of clients that maybe have lots of different boards created on Pinterest, because that's where they go for that inspiration, and that's where they go to seek somebody, as far as an industry expert for that particular thing that they're looking for. Then you also want to think about your content alignment. So what resonates with your learner is, some of the things that you want to make sure that you're building into your content strategy are stories and case studies. So stories about you going through your transformation, stories about clients and they're going, or people that you've helped with that particular transformation, case studies that really get more in depth and, where you were, or where your client was before working with you and where they're at now, and what they, what you help them with to be able to achieve that transformation. That's a case study. Also sharing quick wins and success tips. Other post and content that's really important is your behind the scenes glimpses, educational content, and live interactions. So you want to consider that, like, where are they hanging out, and then what kind of content do they like, and build that into your content strategy. So let's do a quick exercise here. So tell me down below in the comments, one, where are your ideals hanging out the most? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Facebook? Are they in Facebook groups? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on TikTok? Are they on YouTube? Do you have one primary over another? My particular ideal clients are primarily on Facebook and on Instagram. And the other thing that, is really interesting too, that when you start even running paid marketing, even if you're testing ads for short periods of time, it can really give you some quick feedback and data to be able to help you understand where your ideal clients are coming from, right? Because it tells you, where they found you. So that is a really great thing about marketing as well as doing surveys. Surveying your ideal client and finding out where they like to hang out and where they are at most. And then the other thing too is the understanding, and tell me like what kind of content. So share with me, how do they like to learn? How do you like to learn? Sharing that in the comments below. Is it video? Is it audio? Is it, long form content, short form content, educational posts, stories to inspire? Like, what kind of content do you like? What kind of content does your ideal client like? Because a lot of times they're a lot like you, and they like a lot of the same things that you like. And then what platform do you feels most natural to you? Which platform do you like to hang out with, or on the most, right? So you're going to, start with one platform and really learning how to nail the strategy of marketing on one platform and then move to the rest. You don't need to be omnipresent yet. You can build that into your strategy later, but you want to at least, start with one core platform, whether that's, email marketing, social media marketing, SEO marketing, whether you have a website, your blog, kind of thinking like that of where you want to be able to connect with your students and what feels most natural to you and the type of content that you like to and enjoy creating. The next thing is thinking about your channel mastery framework. So once you really focus on a primary channel, so again, like I was saying, you want to master that one platform first. You want to build genuine connections and create a consistent content strategy, right? So being consistent is key. So it's not just about like, I'm trying to think, there's a phrase for something. Strategy is king, but consistency is queen. So remember that strategy is king and consistency is queen. So you want to making sure that you master one platform before moving on to another strategy. You don't want to have a lot of half-built bridges and half-built strategies that aren't working, and just, because you feel like you're all over the place and you've got, multiple content or multiple platforms. You want to make sure that you're making money first before you really start to scale and be on multiple platforms. You want to build these genuine connections, create consistent content, and engage meaningfully with all of your students and followers that are following you, as well as tracking your results and tweaking your strategy along the way. For your content strategy, you really want to focus on a value approach first. You want to really factor in story-driven messaging because you are a personal brand. So people are going to connect with you and connect with your story and your system, your signature system, because it was your story, right? So the more you can tell your story, the more authentic, real, raw you are, the more people are going to connect with you and want to get the same result. Having clear call to actions is really key. So every post should have a clear call to action and guiding the student or the lead on exactly what to do. It also should have engagement hooks. So in magnetic messaging, you want to make sure that you're stopping the scroll through your image, through your graphic, and that you have an engagement hook that hooks your reader in right away. And then also your content builds up the wording. So growth tactics here, you want to consider collaboration opportunities. That's another great thing with connecting with your peers inside Signature System Blueprint, as well as the Signature Course Launch System. I have weekly threads that you can connect and collaborate with other members inside the communities. This will also kind of help you identify partnership opportunities that you can collaborate with other members inside your programs and services that kind of maybe close a gap for your learners, and is a particular thing that maybe you don't have the necessary skill or expertise. You can bring a partner in to be able to do that. Having a support mechanism for community building. So also having that place where people can come, they can be seen, they can be heard, they can get support is really, really essential. You want to make sure with your content that you're implementing a hashtag strategy so that you've identified key words to be able to find, for your learners or your followers to be able to find your content via SEO keywords. And we get more into that in Course Launch Mastery Society, but you definitely want to have, a hashtag strategy, engagement pods too, and that's something like I've demonstrated through this course too, with asking you to share your socials so I can follow you on social, asking you to follow me on social. That is a form of an engagement pod to encourage each other to, build each other up and support each other's channels and so forth. You can also have cross promotion. So this is where you're cross promoting on various platforms. You've got the same piece of content, but you're cross-promoting it through your various different marketing channels. So success tips here are to remember it's quality over quantity. So I want you to focus on meaningful engagement and really building relationships. This is a relationship building business. This is a relationship building or relationship business rather. So you want to really get to know all of your members, get to know your students, build these relationships, provide consistent value. That's how you're really going to become known as the go-to expert for the problem that you solve in your field, is by doing that, really caring about your clients, caring about your members, and really doing everything that you can do to empower and equip them for success. To have this real strategic presence, showing up where it matters, speaking your ideal client's language, and really solving real problems by giving real solutions. And remembering that authentic, being real, raw, having this authentic connection, sharing your journey as it relates to your ideal clients, celebrating their wins, and this builds community. You want to build community, having a client-centric approach, client-first approach. They are the foundation of your business and everything you do. So go ahead and share with me. This is your homework. This is your action steps. Look in the action guide to determine what your primary and maybe secondary marketing channels are. For me, my primary is actually moving. I'm implementing a different strategy where my primary is now going to be YouTube, my YouTube channel. I've now created, I don't even know, I think, hundreds and hundreds of videos on there that are unlisted because they're in my courses, but I think I have probably about 50 or 60 videos on the channel itself that is to public content. But the idea or the strategy is creating that one piece of core content each week and then breaking that up into and cross promoting that and breaking it up into multiple formats, from post, carousels, reels, stories, things like that. So you're creating that one core piece of content that also acts as its funnel in its own self, because it also, in the description box and in the video itself, you refer to your products and services, your lead magnet, things like that. And then people get into your funnel and it can be further nurtured that way. So, and then everything supports that one piece of, or that one pillar content supports all of the other pieces of content. So it makes it a lot easier to, create multiple other pieces of content from each pillar piece of content. And then you really only need, 4 pillar pieces of content a month to be able to keep that whole ecosystem working really, really smoothly and quickly. And it's really focused content that is all part of the customer, walking your clients through the customer journey, or your leads rather, through the customer journey to attract, nurture, and convert them into your ecosystem. So if that's something you would love to learn more about, let me know, because I come join us over in Course Launch Mastery Society, or even in rather Signature Course Launch System, because you get it all, right? You get it all, and we teach you how to do every bit of that. But this is your homework. So determine your marketing channels. Let me know where your ideal client or your target market likes to hang out online, and what kind of content do they like to consume. That's really important, because that's what you're going to go off and create. So go ahead and do that homework, post it over in the group. Remember that there are prizes up for grabs. So the person that engages the most, watches all the lessons, does all of the homework, and engages in the community is going to win the spot on the Signature Course Launch System. And then there are other prizes up for grabs: a strategy session with me valued at $500, where I'm going to do an audit of your business, and then I'm going to map out your 12-month plan, help you understand what assets you have in your business, and help you create your marketing strategy for 2025. And as well, there is the ultimate VIP package available, where is the Course Creators Toolkit, Dream Toolkit. So you get all of the different course creators template bundle and the course launch template bundle, as well as a brand and the logo template bundle. You get all the bundles that the person that is the most engaged in the group is going to win points for that. So we will be drawing that name as well. So Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And then in the next segment, we will be diving into the final implementation steps and your next steps to be able to scale your signature system. So if you have any questions, let me know. And thank you so much for tuning in. And I also promised that I would be announcing the prize for the people that do, learn all the lessons, take all of, absorb all of the modules for each of the modules in the course, as well as complete all of the action steps. And the prize is valued at $297 is an audit. So you will be able to receive an audit with me valued at $297, where I will audit your business and I will give you video feedback of the things that I see that you can implement right away in your business to be able to really help you to generate more leads and more sales in your business. So that is up for grabs as well. So action takers get results. So be an action taker and let's get some results, and let's package up your expertise, your signature system, and get it ready to sell. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson, this module, and this wraps up module 5, and we will see you over in the final module, which is module 6 with implementation and next steps. Bye for now.